Alright folks, here's what you need to know. A 230-kilogram bear snorts, well, it didn't snort because it has no dexterity, more like eats, you know what, I wouldn't say eat. It consumed a copious amount of cocaine. That would be more accurate way of saying this whole thing. This film was brought to you by director Elizabeth Banks. She's not actually starring in this movie, and if you don't know who she is, here you go.
Smiles on.
We have a great section of do-it-yourself.
All right, y'all bags, put your teeth in, you're taking me out.
This film stars the late Ray Liotta, most notable for Goodfellas. Also Kerry Russell, notable for the TV show or series called Felicity. And then you have your Eldon Ehrenreich, most notable for the movie Solo, playing the character Han Solo.
Is it revenge?
When do you know how to fly? 190 years old? You look great.
Then you've got O'Shea Jackson, who's the son of Ice Cube. He's done some stuff, but I wouldn't call them notable. I'll say he was in Straight Outta Compton and Den of Thieves with Jared Butler. And then there's a few supporting roles from Jesse Tyler Ferguson, most notable from...
Excuse me, young lady. We're having a serious conversation here, okay? Do not reduce this to a couple stereotypical, my love.
And Christopher Hivju. I think it's Hivju or Hivju. Most notable from the Game of Thrones. And also Fast 8. He was a bad guy in Fast 8 as well. And I think that's everyone we strongly need to care about in this film. This film is loosely based on a true story, except for in the true story, nobody actually dies in it. So, you know, that's good news for real life, but in this film, in the fictional film, there's a lot of dying. Oh boy, there is a lot of dying, limb for limb. Don't take the kids in to see this movie. So a drug dealer on a crashing plane with tons of cocaine decided that he would throw the cocaine bags out of the plane and then somehow parachute down and somehow figure out where they all dropped and pick them all up one by one. What is this? Florida? Well, he was high as a kite and knocked himself out and didn't end up opening his parachute. On a side note, the real person, there is no note suggesting that he was knocked out. It's just that they said there was a parachute failure. So, you know, I mean, still not good news, he died. The cocaine from the plane falls into a national park and a bear must have found one of them and got hooked on it. So now this bear is on an epic bender to find every single bag there is in this national park. And if anyone gets in between Mama Bear and her cocaine, you're gonna do a lot of dying. And boy, did they. Meanwhile, the main drug lord kind of person played by Ray Liotta sent his boys out to the national park to retrieve the cocaine that fell out of the plane after hearing that the drug smuggler had fell to his death. And then a police officer for some reason got obsessed in figuring out where the drugs fell from, who they were for in the first place. That, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, is your movie right there. What do you think? It feels like the movie Crank meets that one scene in the movie Revenant, that, you know, the whole Leonardo DiCaprio thing, and then mixed in with the movie called American Made with Tom Cruise. So if you haven't seen any of those movies, go see them for reference. Elizabeth Banks may have not stuck to landing when it came to Charlie's Angel. However, I feel like in this one, she really had fun with it. It's like she almost said, fuck it, let's have gory fun. And she delivered on that. It's not like one of them horrors that after watching you can't go back to sleep. Well, if you're an infant, then probably this might be a problem for you. Also, why are you watching this? You should be asleep, young person. But then again, why are your parents letting you watch this? This is bad for you. Another thing I like about this film is that this film doesn't take itself too seriously. Well, not in a bad way at all. It's just only fun. It's got a fair amount of gore in it, but not gore in the way of Quentin Tarantino. Just mildly horrible gore, but not too bad. Another scene I enjoyed or found hilarious is this little kid saying this line after he had witnessed a bear rip someone apart.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
He's just so hilarious. Side note, he's from a TV show, well, a TV series on Netflix called Sweet Tooth. He's quite hilarious. He's a good actor. I see a lot of future work for this kid.
That little dude's got hope coming out of every pore.
Seriously, there are tons to like about this movie if you will get off your high horse. Just go in there and just watch it for what it is. It's a bear that does cocaine. That's it. Things I dislike about this film. Not one damn person in this film was able to shoot or aim a gun properly at a 230 kilo bear. Like, everyone missed their shot. How can you miss your damn shot? It's 230 kilograms. It's yay big. How do you miss this? What is going on? Like, Americans have gun. I just assumed they would all be taking target practice, and they missed this bear, and that kind of rubbed me wrong a lot. I don't know why. The other thing that really doesn't matter is the bear is noticeably CGI. I mean, you can ignore it, but I find it sometimes hard to ignore that it's CGI. But I think in some scenes they managed to hide it quite well. So like maybe using animatronics perhaps, I'm not sure. But yes, that may be a thing that you might find annoying, but it's not that bad. Again, I say it's not that bad. If you can ignore all of that, this is just a fun movie. No Oscars, no deep thoughts. Just rampage gore and a lot of hilarity. There is a lot of funny bits inside this film. So I think you will enjoy it if you just let it go. Is this film a background movie? It kind of is, but then it kind of isn't. I mean, you can play with your mobile phone while you watch it, but I feel as though, it all do work, but I feel as though once you hear a bunch of roaring and rips and sounds and screams, you might get distracted. So it kind of is and it kind of isn't. Should you watch this film? Hell yeah. You should definitely watch this film. That's if you're not a child. This film is absolutely fun, and if you've always wanted to support female filmmakers, here's your chance to support a really fun one, because I feel as though Elizabeth Banks knocked this one out of the park when it comes to hilarity and gore. And that's my 2 cents. If you enjoy my videos, then stick around. I'd really like that. It'll be nice.